they say that there was a surge, there was a boom of people going to the jewelry stores and buying engagement rings.
Yeah, because evidently during the pandemic, not so much of the proposing was happening. And I don't know if it was people, weren't together or they just didn't have the extra money. But there's a little more money to be had because people weren't doing like vacations and things like that. And people are ready to get on with their lives. And so they're popping the question.
Yeah, they're talking also about people going and traveling to a destination.
Right.
Like doing a vacation engagement.
Yeah.
Going with all these friends and family, and all of a sudden, boom, there's everybody you know. And, hey, what? Whoa. On the knee?
Yeah.
What? Oh, yes.
You did that really well. Do it again.
No, I'm not doing that again.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
It's so good to see that there's some good news that's coming out, all that stuff in Miami and the building that came down. It's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio.
And I think right now there's 94 people that have been found that had passed away, but still looking for some other survivors. But the mayor of Miami-Dade County was able to go on social media and give some good news. And she was like, after a long and incredibly difficult time, a small piece of good news. Binks from Champlain Towers South has been found. And you're thinking, well, who is Binks? Binks is a cat that had been missing, lived on, I guess, the 9th floor of that building, and was found by a rescue worker late at night. Then they posted on social media, of course, the picture of Binks and all this. And his owner came forward and said, "That's my cat."
That's great.
So I'm like getting cold chills just thinking about it because
I feel good at all that junk that went on.
Exactly. I mean, there have been stories of people that have been found, and I don't know about other animals. This is the first animal that I'm aware of, but Binks is safe and happy at home.
And back at home
Yeah.
after all that. And still praying for all the families whose lives are completely different for the rest of their life.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Here's this one guy, and he thought, just hoist me up 32 feet in the air, and then I'll let go. It's at a place called TRex Golf. It's in Hot Springs, Arizona.
Oh, that sounds fun.
And it's an indoor, I think I don't want to call it a Great Wolf Lodge thing because that's a water park.
Kind of like an amusement park inside?
Inside,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah,
All right.
so it's got zip lines and all this other
yeah.
stuff and other types
Ooh.
of slides. And so this is just a normal type slide, but the way it hoists you up is that you hold on to a handle. And it goes over your arms and hoists you all the way up. And when you get to the top, you're supposed to let go. Well, this guy is hoisted all the way up, but this happens. He's all the way up, and then he realizes, I have to let go. Listen. He's not letting go.
He's gonna let me down. Let go. You gotta let go.
He won't let go. And then he does this for just a little bit. He's like in a panic mode. It's like, let me down.
It's not that far.
And they're like, just let go and you'll slide.
You'll be fine.
So finally he's like going to let go. And he finally lets go and comes down.
Hey, you got 2 more times.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's not going to do 2 more times.
No. And it looks like he's in a special outfit to make him slide more.
Yeah, it does,
bit,
doesn't it? Yeah.
But I think I heard a kid going, "Let go!"
Just let go.
A little
That's all you
5-year-old.
gotta do. So
I've been there, buddy.
He finally let go and is now a YouTube star.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Dollywood Tickets.
Woo!
You could win them from his radio and a backyard movie kit.
Yeah, you can. It is so simple, and we're doing it all summer long, so you have an opportunity right now. Just jump on your phone. Text the word outside to 800-447-7234. We're going to send you that link, get you registered. You can also just go on hisradio.com or the My His Radio app. Give us the info. Who knows, your family might be making memories at Dollywood.
Well, we heard from a family, a couple of days ago, and they're going camping?
Yes.
And they got Dollywood tickets.
Exactly.
They won them.
Yeah,
So
they did.
Who knows? Maybe you can too. Just text the word outside, 800-447-7234.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
Kaylee's here as well at 800-447-7234. Driving down the road this summer with her daughter and son. What's up there, Kaylee?
It's my daughter's 17th birthday, so woo-woo.
That's great. Happy birthday. What are you going to be doing with her?
We are taking her to Carowinds for a fun birthday trip.
Well, you enjoy, and happy birthday.
Thank you.
Enjoy the rides with your mama today.
Oh, no, Mama's not doing any rides. She's going with her brother. They can do all the rides themselves. I don't do the rides. I'm terrified of heights.
I think the only ride I got you on was the ferry.
Yeah, and one time, and I'm good.
And that one was like 6 loops at
Kaylee, know this. Liz doesn't go on the roller coasters at all.
She can be my sitting buddy. Then we will find all the benches and we will ride the benches together.
Yes! Woo!
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
We're talking about putting babies to sleep, and then we hear from Morgan, and Morgan's like, okay, you need to know my niece. My niece was born at 9 pounds and very, very long. Right, Morgan?
My niece was wearing 1-year-old clothes as a newborn. She weighed 9 pounds, but she was just long. She just turned 2 years old a couple of weeks ago, and we had to buy her clothes in 5T and 4T.
Wow, big baby. 5T, and yeah, right?
4T and 5T? Oh my goodness. My youngest was 9-13 when he was born, and I was big as all outdoors when I was pregnant with him. All outdoors. But I was a big baby. I was 18 pounds. Don't laugh.
What?
Hold on.
You were
not
born?
Not when I was born. Not when I was born.
18 pounds?
At 3 months. That's big.
Yeah, it is.
That's a big girl right there.
Wow.
Yes, I was
You're ready to take on the world.
I think I was already eating meat and potatoes at that point.
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
There is a woman named Christine that thinks she has the key to getting a baby to sleep. She says in 30 seconds. And as a parent, especially if you have a baby or a toddler, man, that's huge because sometimes it can take forever. She said, one of the things that my takeaway from her is that she said, a lot of parents try to tire their kids out, like just run them to death and let them play hard. She said that actually works the opposite for children. The more sleep they have, the better they sleep. So that was something new.
Well, how does she get them down in 30 seconds?
Well, so some of the things that she will do, like you said, kind of common practice. You can stroke the eyebrows as they're going to sleep. You look for those signs.
And then they're out in 30 seconds?
That's just one of the things. Another thing that you can do is that shh, 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 when you're kind of rocking or patting their back. But she says that's not to make them quiet. That actually mimics sounds within the body.
The womb?
As you're carrying, yes, the baby, it's that sound that they hear. So they revert back to that and it calms them down.
Those two things and they're gone. 30 seconds.
Pretty much. There's a couple of other things, but it's like not massaging the back, but a light touch on the back.
My wife would swaddle them in a blanket.
Yes.
I mean, really pack in tight in a certain way that she would do it with the arm and then the.
Right.
I mean, it was.
Because that's the way they are in the womb.
Yeah, and it works.
Yeah.
It really worked out like a light so quickly.
I know. My mom used to, and when we're together, I still ask her to do this sometimes, is rub my face. Even now.
Today?
Even now when she comes over, she'll sit on the couch, I'll lay down on the couch, and she will just very lightly rub my face. And I mean, I will.
Sweet.
Yeah, but
I don't have parents, so I don't get that.
Well,
but it's
Amy
neat
could
to
do
see that.
and then you just. But it's very.
Then I'm out. Huh?
Yeah, and then I babysat yesterday with my granddaughter, and I tried some of these practices, and even though some of them I already did, she was gone. It was awesome. I was like, girl, you're onto something here.
Amazing.
Yeah.
800-447-7234. Well, what works for you, and who taught that to you?
Rob and Liz, his morning crew.
We all quit.
What?
Sorry for the inconvenience. We all quit. It was on a sign outside of Burger King in Lincoln, Nebraska. Backstory is their air conditioning broke.
Yeah.
It was 90 degrees outside. They are sweating like you wouldn't believe, and they're like, enough is enough. So they locked up and they changed the sign outside, a little marquee outside, and it said, "We all quit. Sorry for the inconvenience," in all capital letters.
Right, but they were saying that they were trying to let their customers know, don't try to come through the drive-thru or come into the restaurant.
That was nice.
Yeah, so it's probably dual purpose there. But as far as the air conditioning had been out, it wasn't just that day. What the employee said was that it had been out for several weeks, so much so that one of the managers was dehydrated and I guess had to go to the doctor or something
horrible.
like that. And so they said the working conditions were just terrible and we're out. We got to go. So, yeah.
And they're gone.
And they're gone. But it's going viral because they put this sign up. And then the manager on duty, Rachel, the corporate people got in touch with her and were like, yeah, you can just give us back your key. And if you quit, okay, we're down with that.
We're down.
So.
We're okay with that. I get it.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would have done. But at least, you know what? It said for the employees that they cared enough about the customer. They don't want them pulling up and,
Sure.
nobody there. Because nothing like driving up to a place that you want to get something from and it's closed.
Yeah, and then what? I can't get my Whopper or my Whopper Jr. or whatever. But also they said, they had tried to stick it out. She said, the manager said, I was putting in a notice, but then I just couldn't deal with this. I mean, you're back there, slinging fries and all that with the broiler and all that stuff. Believe me, I know this firsthand. It's hot back there.
Oh, I did fast food too for a while when I was a kid.
It can be rough, and especially if there's no AC, it'd be hard to make it through.
They went home to air conditioning is what they did.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Do you mind if I sing a little something for you? Okay, here we go.
Oh, boy.
Cat dog, alone in a world with a little cat dog.
Wow. TJ's even joining in. Wow. Okay, well, amazing. Well, that's a hit on his radio.
Woohoo!
It makes me think about Waze. Waze now has a cat or a dog, whether you're a cat or a dog person, to literally be the thing that tells you to turn left, right. There's, police up ahead. There's traffic accident, all that stuff on Waze.
I like Waze. I use Waze. I love it.
Waze is great for a long trip.
Yes, I think so too.
I use the Apple Map because I have CarPlay in my car.
Right.
Just plug it in and there's all your stuff on your phone's right on your screen.
Yeah.
And so I use Apple Play. I use Maps.
Yeah.
Hello. I use Maps on my, when I'm driving around in town. But if it's a long trip for a vacation, I will use Waze.
Yeah, I like it because it can kind of lead you around the traffic situations and that kind of thing. But they've had different voices in the past. Cookie Monster.
That was what, 3 years ago?
Something like that.
I used that for a trip to Michigan.
Yeah.
My family didn't like it.
It gets old real quick.
The first 2 hours because he repeats everything he says.
Yeah, and then Medea, I think, was a character that was on
I have no idea
Waze.
who that is.
That was funny. That was a funny voice. And then now you've got a cat or a dog to... Was Elmo one of them? I want to say Elmo did it.
Sounds like it. It sounds like something Waze would do.
And I could take Elmo for about a half second, but
and then you're done. But now if you're a dog person or a cat person, there you go. You've got a new person that'll help you navigate on Waze.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
I don't know what's going on in Minneapolis, but they had to put out some messaging. And the messages to the people in Minneapolis is this: please don't dump your goldfish in the lakes. Just don't do it. Evidently, it's become an issue. I never would have thought, there's going to be an onslaught of people dumping their goldfish in lakes, but some are doing it to the point where Minneapolis is like, don't do this anymore, please.
Like, was there a big sale on goldfish and people then just didn't want to have the responsibility and all of a sudden?
But it's really taken a whack on the ecosystem in Minneapolis. And I'd say, and goldfish, usually you think of them two ways. One is humongous, like at Barefoot Landing, Myrtle Beach, when you look in the water there and you feed the goldfish, they're humongous.
Oh, right.
They're huge. They're like the size of a football. And they can grow that big out in a lake.
Right.
They really can. But, when they're at home in a little bowl, they don't grow that big.
I guess they grow as big as their environment allows them to. Yeah. But they say, they grow bigger than you think. And when they do that, it contributes to the water quality going down. because they're so big and it's
so many.
Right. And it's messing up, for the other fish and the pond itself or the lake itself. So don't do it.
I wonder why so many people are doing that in Minneapolis. Because you don't hear that. I mean, around here, you don't hear like people are all of a sudden, going in groves of people and dumping their goldfish in the lake.
Yeah. Somewhere in Virginia, I had seen they did this as well. They said pet owners should never put their goldfish into the wild. If it's something that you have a pet at home, don't put it out in the wild because it's bad for them and it's bad for the environment.
I never thought about doing something like that.
I wouldn't either. I don't know.
I have a big creek behind our house in the neighborhood. So, it's not behind my house. I got to walk to it. But still, I wouldn't think of, let me bring this betta fish over there.
Oh, no, a betta fish. That would be bad.
Yeah, right?
He fights all of them down that creek.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So we have a brand new puppy in our house.
Yeah.
He's 7 months now, and he's getting bigger, but he's black. It's a black lab, but
Yeah.
he's got this little white spotch on him.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was thinking, hey, Cow Appreciation Day. I'll bring my dog. He's got the colors of a cow. Why not? And then, dress him like a cow. And that didn't happen this year.
No.
Again.
Very sad. Very sad about it.
For obvious reasons.
I know. Second year in a row, Chick-fil-A did not do Cow Appreciation Day.
Are you sad over that?
I mean, it is fun. I remember when my kids were little and we would, I'd put the spots, because I'm not artistic, so I would just have some spots and I would color them with a magic marker and then cut them out and stick them all over them. And
All you need is a white T-shirt and a Sharpie.
Well, you can do it
And
that
you're
way.
in,
Well,
right?
that's the thing. But you'd see some people that just went so over the top, and it was so cool to see. And then you would get your free entree or your meal, depending on how well you did your costume. And not this year.
Now, I read some people said canceled. It's not actually. They didn't cancel Cow Appreciation Day. They postponed it because it's going to come back. They're just postponing it for now.
Hopefully.
What do you mean, hopefully?
Hopefully. I hope
What do you
does.
know?
Oh, I don't know anything.
What does Liz?
Believe me, I
like,
know nothing.
Sounds like Liz knows an inside scoop that we do not know.
But they just said it. They're not doing it this year for the
It's
second year in a row.
postponed.
Until next year.
Postponed. So that means there's hope. There's hope.
I gotta get to working on my spots and udders now.
Udders. Oh
Yeah.
man,
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
this is exciting. Get the call right now. We're calling Nicole. Get out this summer. She's going to find out that she won.
What?
But I hope she answers.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, Nicole. It is Rob and Liz at His Radio. We're so sorry for interrupting the middle of your day.
Oh, you're good. How are you?
Are you sure? Are you in the middle of something?
I'm sitting here with two of my boys.
What are their names?
We have Griffin and Grayson. They are 9 years old.
Oh, they're twins.
They're actually triplets. Their other brother is at golf camp this morning, along with their big brother.
You got a full summer for your kids. I love that.
Oh yes, we have 4 boys, so I have to keep them extra busy.
I think we might be able to help out.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, so through the summer, get out this summer. Since you went online to hisradio.com and you signed up for it, we've been giving away backyard movie kits and Dollywood tickets. And so what we have for you right now is a backyard movie kit that has the screen, the popcorn, and the popcorn maker.
You're joking.
I think what would help the boredom, too, is to give you some Dollywood tickets as well.
Awesome.
Are the kids excited? Can they hear what's happening right now?
They're hearing you guys. I have you on speaker.
Oh, hey, guys.
Hi.
Oh, hey.
Are you sure you're 9 and not 19?
Well, how you guys feel about going to Dollywood?
We're actually going camping close to Dollywood in just a few weeks, so that is perfect timing.
Oh, you'll be able to use these tickets for that. That's great.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're very welcome. I hope you enjoy Dollywood, enjoy the camping, and you can even bring the backyard movie kit with you there.
Yes.